You're here, I'm queer, and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I will be presenting you a gift that is perfect for the Encanto, Isabela Madrigal. I'm sure it's no surprise that she is one of my favorite. She moves with grace, elegance, and poise. I also really love Pepa, Luisa, and Dolores. Actually, I love all of them. And the whole movie is so good, and I think I rewatched it almost 10 times now. The songs are all stuck in my head, and I just constantly sing it out of nowhere. I feel like that's all of us though. For Isabela, I wanted to give her a more floral look and give off the impression that she is literally wearing flowers. I knew I wanted to use flower petals to achieve this look, and I gave her a mermaid silhouette so it doesn't look too overwhelming. I kept her original color story but made it into a gradient of pink to lavender to really make her look soft and delicate. Before we start with Isabela Madrigal, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Manscaped. Finding the perfect gift for the man in your life is impossible, right? Well, not with Manscaped. Cupid must have been looking out for me this Valentine's Day because Manscaped just sent me their new Performance 4.0 package. It's an all-in-one grooming kit specifically designed for men. So, let's check it out. The most important tool here is the Lawnmower 4.0. This cordless, waterproof trimmer will help you get that rosebush in order. It's got an LED light, so you're not gonna miss a thing. Another great tool is the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer with 360 rotary blades, which is also waterproof and cordless. Both the Lawnmower 4.0 and the Weed Whacker have skin-safe technology, which prevents tugging, tearing, rips, and cuts. But wait, there's more. Manscaped's Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, yes, deodorant for your between me down there, and Crop Reviver Ball Toner Spray, which is perfect for freshening up. These actually smell really good. Lastly, are you tired of borrowing nail clippers? Well, good thing this package includes a 6-piece stainless steel nail kit, the Shears 2.0. For a limited time, when you buy the Performance Package 4.0, you'll also get 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag and the Manscaped Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs. That's literally 2 free gifts. Make this Valentine's Day extra special and get the gift you'll both love. Head over to manscaped.com and use my code HEXTIAN to get 20% off, free international shipping, plus 2 free gifts. Again, thank you so much to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Now let's go ahead and get started. So this is the Isabela doll that we are going to be working with. This is from the Disney store. I got it online because I think the Disney stores here in Vegas, at least the full price ones, are all closed, unfortunately. I believe this is the hair play Isabela. She has a beautiful face sculpt, I think. I mean, look at that. It's just so gorgeous. I just love her face sculpt. I do wish the smile was a little bit more subtle, because I don't know. I mean, that's just me though. I don't really like smiling dolls. You guys know that. I just like it more. I like the aloof and serious look, but this is cute. We can work with her for sure. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's undress her. We don't need this dress anymore. We are gonna give her a new one. We'll also be repainting her shoes, so let's go and remove that as well. I actually do not know why I removed her head. I think it's just force of habit because, I usually take off the hair of the dolls. But for this one, I'm actually going to be working on her actual hair. I have no idea why I took it off then. But regardless, let's go and prep her up. I will be using acetone to remove the factory paint. You may also use nail polish remover if it has acetone in it. It just makes it more easy to do and remove the face. Look at that. Voila! And again, I will be working with her hair, surprisingly shocking. So I will be using some straws over here and some bobby pins to give her beautiful curls. I will be attempting to do a page boy or a vintage wave on her, giving you his vintage touch, So let's go ahead and cut these straws up. It really has been a while since I tried curling a doll's hair, so this was very it's not a foreign territory, but it's very unfamiliar now because it's been a while. Cause I feel like when was the last time I curled a doll's hair? I feel like it's been 2 years maybe, I don't know. I just know that I keep making wigs, and so this is definitely a rarity. So I always try to part her hair and work with sections, and you kind of want to pre-plan how you want your curls to look and lay in the end. So over here I'm just under rolling all of it because the page boy rolls under anyway. So yeah, I'm just doing that. I'm curling it as taut as possible. So yeah. And after all of that, as you can see, this is kind of like a 360. Again, all of the curls are under curl. So let's go ahead and take our steamer. You can also do the boiling, the boiling water method, but the steamer is great. I use it for my wigs in drag, so I feel like it will work for the dolls as well. It's literally in her face, as you can see. I try to do the hair curling at the very beginning because I don't want this steam to be all over my face up, So yeah. And after it is dried, as you can see, it looks like that. And I did take out one in the back just to make sure it did curl. So far so good. Let's go ahead and wrap her up. I just sprayed her with Mr. Super Clear, so she is ready. Again, you want to wrap everything you don't want Mr. Super Clear on because it can mess it up. It can make everything kind of like, it's just bad. So unless it's the face up, unless you're working on a face or paint, you don't need Mr. Super Clear all over her hair. And with watercolor pencils, let's go ahead and start sketching the new face. You guys know how I do my eyes. I really like that aloof eye, the very serious kind of look, very relaxed almost. So over here, I'm just kind of changing up her lid and, just making more relaxed and more aloof and more serious, because that's what I like. And I'm mapping out the whites also just to have a more visual presentation. For me at least, this really helped me kind of get the idea. At first I thought it was going to be awkward working with this sculpt because her eyes are very, very sculpted. As you can see, the eyelids are like right there, but after I added the eyeliner, I was like, okay, this can actually work. It literally changed the shape of it almost, so I can really work with this. Of course, Isabela has a beautiful set of brows. They are sisters, of course, not twins, but I really wanted to make them look so nice, very, very thick, natural almost, but very, very sharp as well. For her eyeshadow, I wanted to keep it purple. I feel like that will be perfect for her because obviously her dress is purple. So over here, I'm just working in my pastels just to give it that smoky and kind of like brushed off eyeshadow look. And then I'm going with my lavender pencil to really fill in those lids, to really make it solid almost. And kind of give her, not necessarily a cut crease, but I just want her eyeshadow to be really, really solid, purple to lavender. And I feel like this eyeshadow color really brings out her eye color. I don't know, it just looks like it. Like it just highlights the beautiful brown color. And yeah, maybe it's just like because it's lavender, so it really like pulls attention to the eyes, For her lips, I wanted to look really nude, but there's a hint of rose in there. So I started off with a red color, and then I am layering a bunch of different colors there in the end. Lots of peaches, some oranges, some corals, and so on. To give off a more realistic lip look, I am putting in some line and some lip wrinkles here and there. I don't know, I just feel like that really helps sell the illusion that her lips are realistic, that she's not wearing lipstick. It's just like, oh, maybe she's wearing a gloss. And then her real lip texture is coming out, So it's very that. And of course, we gotta blush her up. Isabela is blushing like the rose she is. And I feel like I didn't get carried away this time with the blushing. I mean, I hope I didn't, at least. I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. As you can see, I just keep building and building those shadows in there, and I believe at this point I was on my 4th layer, but I just keep building it because sometimes the pastel don't really come off opaque at first, so you really want to build those colors in until you get to where you want. If you were a part of the Madrigals, what power would you want to have? I used to say I really want to have Peppa's powers because she reminds me of Storm. However, you know what? I feel like in that world, having telekinesis is really like beneficial and helpful. You know, for the Encanto, we have to think about the others and helping others. So I feel like telekinesis is pretty cool. I mean, also it can be dangerous. But you know what? All powers are. You know what I mean? With great power comes with great responsibilities. Just to give her face more dimension, I am going to be highlighting her brow bone over here. I believe that I'm using a caramel color for this one. And I'm just using that, yeah, on the brow bones and some on her nose. Let's give her some lower lashes. I want to keep this very subtle, so I didn't go too crazy or too drastic with the lower lashes. And of course, we cannot forget about her beauty mark under her left eye. You know, it's just, we're matching, you know what I mean? Like me and Isabela, we both have that, you know, that beauty mark by our eye. I mean, mine's fake, but, you know. Well, I mean, you know, mine's tattooed, but, yeah. And of course, we have to give her some highlighter, and over here I'm just using some resin metallic pigments. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but her and Dolores, they both have like face highlights. Like when they turn into the light, you can see the nose highlight, the cheekbone highlight. I was like, all right, you guys, like it's so nice and so satisfying to see. But I noticed that it was just her and Dolores who has it, because Mirabel doesn't have one. Like no one else has like the face highlight, so I thought it was kind of cool still. But over here I'm just using a bunch of different tones. I wanted to use the gold and also rose for her face, and then I wanted to use the purple for her eyelids. Let's go ahead and give her some life by adding some catch lights to her eyes. For her lashes, I will be using these flare short individual fake human lashes. Oh my god, what a mouthful. And I believe I used 8 per eye, so 16 altogether, I believe. So yeah. And of course, we cannot forget about highlighting her décolletage and also her arms. Whatever like skin is showing, I try to highlight it. So yeah, I'm just using the same exact mixture of the rosy highlighter and also the gold. We cannot forget about glossing up her lips. This will really make it look realistic and really nice looking. And now we are done with our perfect Isabela Madrigal. As you can see, oh my god, the highlight though, the lips, the lip shimmer, oh my goodness, the gloss, the eyeshadow, it's so nice. I am so happy with the result, and I just love the colors, subtle colors of the blushing. I feel like her skin looks so good, the makeup, and yeah, I just love it. And here is a before and after of Isabela Madrigal. As you can see, she looks more glamorous, definitely more made up, of course, per my style. She's definitely the muse, the angel of the Encanto. Let's go ahead and move on to her dress. I gathered a bunch of flowers over here, and of course they're fake. And I believe, no, not I believe, they were from the dollar store. However, they were like, I think $2.99 each, which is still not bad. It was such a good deal, I think. I bought a bunch of these just in case. And so yeah, let's go ahead and start gluing them on and start kind of like making it. I decided to do a mermaid silhouette for this one just because I know how the petals would kind of look when they are like layered and layered, so I wanted to kind of make sure that it would look good and it's not bulky in the wrong areas, and I want it to look, you know, flattering, of course. So the flower petals being like this and being kind of positioned like this, I thought was perfect. I think I used a total of 3 flowers. You know, the 3 flower stems. I believe I used 3 of them. Not all of it. I just kind of like pick and choose what the biggest ones are, especially towards the end. I wanted to use the bigger petals because I want that gradient also in size, not just color. And as you can see, we are finally done with kind of like the silhouette of everything. I do want to give her these sleeves as well, this ruffles. I feel like this is so beautiful and delicate looking. And it's just, you know, I feel like it really fits her. And here is kind of like a 360 of the dress. You know, it's so crazy because in the camera it doesn't look that like grand, I guess, but in person, like, this is such a huge dress. I mean, it's definitely taking over the entire paper over here. But yeah, she's huge and she's gorgeous. And I am just taking this white flower, this rose. This is actually kind of like a paper flower, and I actually painted it in this lavender color, which looks more purple on camera, but it's very lavender in person. So yeah, and this is kind of like the motif that we are gonna be going for her dress, accessories, and so on. So let me just glue one over here on top of her dress, and I feel like that is like the perfect accessory to have. Let's go ahead and lay down her hair and take off all of the curls, all of the straws, all of the bobby pins. When you're taking out the curlers, make sure you also don't take it too roughly, because you want the curls to behave a certain way, especially when you're doing a sculpted wave like this, like a vintage hair. So yeah, you want to lay it appropriately and you want to lay it where you want the curls to lay. It's definitely been a while since I styled, like I said, like a doll hair, like a doll rooted hair. I feel like it's been a while, and especially a page boy hair on a doll, on a night like, you know, this doll texture's hair. It's been a while, so at first I was really scared to do this and was kind of intimidated, but I was like, I gotta do it because I want her to have that vintage wave. And yeah, I think in the end I was able to do it. I mean, I don't know, you guys tell me. But I was just doing the same exact technique that I would be doing on my own wig if I was to style a page boy hair. So yeah. And of course, you have to be careful when you're using hairspray on a doll. I would usually cover my face up, but hairsprays can actually remove the doll's face. So be very careful. And over here I'm also using the blow dryer to really set the hairspray and kind of like bake it and glue it. So yeah. This angle alone, I was very impressed already and surprised. I'm like, oh my god, am I a vintage hairstylist? Am I a page boy master? No, because honestly this looks, I mean, you know, for what it is, I really love the horseshoe shape because I didn't even cut her hair into a horseshoe. So the fact that it was like shaped like that, I was very delighted. So now let's just remove all of these mini alligator clips, and look at that. Oh my god, literally page boy. A long vintage wave page boy. Oh my goodness, I am so impressed by myself, and I love, it's kind of like a blend of Jessica Rabbit also, you know? Let's go back to the dress and let's go and add those purple and lavender gradient, and let's just give her some, it's just fun. Over here I am just spraying all of the petals with water just so that the paint will be gliding through. It will have the watercolor effects. You just want to be careful that you're not using like the ratio of paint versus water. You want to make sure there's more water than paint in there, just because you don't want it to be too drastic of a color change, because we are trying to do the gradient. So I wanted the bottoms to be more purple, and I wanted to kind of be lighter when I'm going up. So that's something kind of like just to look out for. Like over here I'm just doing a hint on top of her dress. So yeah. Let's go ahead and wait for this to dry and work on her shoes. As you can see, it's already purple, but I do want it to match her dress perfectly and kind of make it more realistic. So I'm painting over it completely, just kind of like adding more details in there, making sure the purples are correct, and it actually matches the dress. So yeah, just a little subtle changes to the overall shoe, and a little bit more details. As you can see, I'm making sure that the bottom of the shoes is kind of like worn out a little bit, just to make it look realistic. Adding different tones of brown in there, and adding the shimmering effect, because I feel like that is so cute, and I feel like it fits Isabela completely. I'm also painting over the flowers. Did someone say flowers? Because these are so highly detailed, so I'm like, let's go ahead, why not? What is your favorite Encanto song? Mine is What Else I Can Do, of course, Surface Pressure, The Family Madrigals, and of course, we don't talk about Bruno. You know what? I really love all of them actually. They all grew on me constantly and slowly, and right now the current obsession is All of You. It just makes me cry so much. It's so good. And there we have the shoes. As you can see, like I said, subtle changes. I just highlighted the floral motifs a little bit more and painted over the details, and kind of made it look more worn also for the soles. So yeah. For her hair accessory, I also painted 3 more additional flowers in lavender, and I'm just gonna be putting it together. At this point it was actually still kind of wet, but I was like, whatever, let me just build it and make her headpiece. And I just glued that onto a pin over here so we can easily put it on her head. Now that her dress is dried, as you can see, it's just so beautiful. Let's go ahead and add some glitter, some metallic pigment all over her hair, and this one is in purple. I don't know, I just feel like it'll just match a little bit more. Additional highlight here and there, you can never go wrong. And of course, her headpiece, start accessorizing her. And also for her earring, I went for a purple gem. I just feel like it matches her so well. Again, more highlights. You can never go wrong with more highlights. And for her hands, I want to give her some nail polish, and this one is in kind of like a peachy tone nude. I didn't want to go for pink because I felt like it was too cold for her hands, like it was cool tone, so I went for a warmer pink instead, and I feel like this matches her so well. And let's also give her some rings, why not? Just accessorize her a little bit. And now we are done with Isabela Madrigal.